Erykah Badu. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys, and you can tell me in the comments, know about the rumors about Erykah Badu. But Erykah Badu, because of all of this, she's able to capitalize by selling those incense that she used her underwear to to sell. And so when she did that, these I know she wasn't she wasn't listen, she wasn't giving that magical coochie. I don't know, but yeah, this is cracking me up. But no, she listen, I can't. I really thought that my girl Jada had it, that she had the magic box like that, but it looks like she's behind Kim Kardashian. So so the ancestors were like, you poor thing, look, we can really give you a man. Cause you out here, you got all kinds of things not working out for you, and they love her, right? So let's see, what's this question? What is this question? Let me see what's in the comments. Okay. What is in the comments? I know, like these ancestors, they will tell all your business. That's why I love reading. You guys have to come and join me in the house of cards so you can understand why I love to divine. So let's look at Erykah Badu. Let me see this question right here. So you said you wanted to see why did okay, we got to jump back for a minute. I got to ask this question. So you want to know why she looked at Will Smith and called it the entanglement. So why did she call it entanglement when she was sitting at the red table with Will Smith? Why did she right? Yeah. Okay, so what jumps out at me is she was actually trying to protect Will Smith. Like she was you wouldn't think that she was doing that, but she was actually trying to protect him, his feelings, his reputation, how he feels about himself as a man. And so that's why she did it. She did it because she thought that she was covering her husband. And so that's why, she did that. So, she wound up saying that word entanglement. Also, she wound up coming to the red table because they, that whole we're gonna kind of like pitch or put ourselves out there just a little bit to test the waters to see what people think if we are polyamorous, that kind of didn't go all that well. The comments that August Alsina made in the interview, all of that didn't go over well, right? And so she was trying to protect her relationship. She was trying to protect her husband. She was trying to protect, yes, just like you said, Willard. She was trying to protect Willard. And so that's the whole reason that she felt like, she had to get out in front of this thing and do damage control and say what she said. But that entanglement, thankfully Will Smith caught that, because if she would have, if he would have let her get away with that, if he would have let her get away with that, everything that they wanted to accomplish with the red table talk would have become a joke. right? Because it would have been like, you're coming here to do this confession and you've already started lying. This was a real relationship, and it would have just kept that narrative going, that the Smiths have something to hide, or that Jada had something to hide. So she tried to air this out in a way that she was still able to protect her husband, and she was still able to protect their marriage and their family. And so that's why um Jada did that. Like I said, and thank goodness that Will caught it, because it would not have done the damage control that they needed it to do. It would have become a joke, because people really picked up on that word right when she said it. And I'm sure people were ready with that whole entanglement. We know August Alsina was, he had a whole song ready for that whole entanglement thing. And so, yeah, so she's protecting him. Um, she understands how he feels now that he's getting older. You know, she understands how important he is, now that she has gotten older. Once she gets in her 50s, she really starts to appreciate Will and understand that, the spirit is at work here, and that's the reason that you have him. Maybe there was a time where she forgot that she, based on this reading, she was struggling to keep a man. Okay. And so that's not her issue now. So that's why she told that lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the last portion of this reading, because I'm telling you, I I don't know. Like on the flyer, it looked like we had some women that had their witch pussy with Kim and Jada, but it might just be the only one that has a witch pussy is Erykah Badu. So let's look at Miss Badu. So Erykah Badu, we're gonna look at why our Erykah Badu lovers change after encountering her. Why did they change? Right? Why do those men change after they encounter her? Okay. And so again, she's not with the way that we see her, the men that encounter her, the men that have sex with her, um, they actually start to do better. They actually start to do better in terms of their career. They actually start to do better in terms of, the success that they have. So let's look at that. Let's see that again. We have to do that again. Let's do the cards. I mean, let's do the months. So why do these men change? So the men that deal with her actually start to do better. And the reason that they are able to do the reason that these men are able to change is not necessarily because they were with Erykah, but because they actually want to change. So she's able to pick men that are that are wanting to be in a relationship. She's really smart about picking men who have decided, right now I'm at this point in my life where I want to be in a serious relationship. I want to be in a commitment. And so because of that, she's not necessarily changing them, but she's able to recognize when they are in that season where they've, decided to, as the scripture says, put away childish things, um and become a man. So she's able to find them when these guys are mature enough to be able to accept the blessing, accept her for the blessing that she is. So what I do see is Erykah, come on, Erykah. So um really, she has basically saved these men. She really has. Um, the love that she has, um, the intimacy that she brings in these relationships, she really has saved these men, um, and really caught them at a point where they were vulnerable about the fact that they really were looking for something serious, and then they found someone who actually did treat them right. So you know, I don't know. I think she's winning. I think she's winning as to who has the best wish pussy. But um, getting back to this reading, she is a blessing for people who want to find real love and real commitment, and they're able to be in a relationship with somebody else who is serious too. There's nothing worse than you deciding that you're going to be serious and to find someone who's playing with you. And so they found like just a great relationship with Erykah, and that's the reason that you see, like I said, a lot of the success that they have is that not only were they already in the process of changing, but they also came across someone um, who they could be serious with, and who would reciprocate the same love back that they gave to that she you know that they gave to her. So it was just a great experience for them. And believe it or not, they still try to holler. It looks like they still, you know, want to say hello or whatever. It's probably more than they want to say hello, but that's all they can say. But yeah, these men are like, you know, they kind of want this must be the best wish pussy here, because they kind of like, this might be that comeback pussy, if we can call it that, because Erykah, these men think think of her, um and think of the time that they were in, like a really good relationship. So it looks like, hey, this might be she might have won tonight. Just to say that she might have won this one tonight, because yeah. So let me jump back into this reading. So what I also see is that, spirit is able to bless these men that she's having these sexual relationships with, because they've had like sex with her. So there's this spiritual exchange that happens when they have these sexual encounters with her. And so she's a blessing for them. She's a blessing because of through them having sex with her, they're also blessed as well. So it's like a spiritual type of sexual experience. And so that's why, they it looks like, they might have come back if they could have, but she had just moved on. But she had gave a lot in these particular relationships. These men had done really well. She's very valuable. And her ancestors really looked out for these men. Her ancestors uh, helped them as a couple, Common and Erykah, Andre 3000 and Erykah. the ancestors were very important to them succeeding. So the couples that she was in, it's different from Jada, where you have this one power couple. It looks like every time Erykah's in a couple, it becomes a power couple, and it's because of the wonderful ancestors that she has, and the fact that they bless the relationships that she's in, and they bless they give spiritual blessings to the men that she encounters. So she's not toxic like him. She actually works to use her sexual powers for her highest and greatest good, and the highest and greatest good for the men that she encounters. And so that's what's so important when we talk about Erykah Badu, and that's what's important when we talk about the relationships that we have. We have to look at, one, these men were already in a process of changing or transformation, and two, they were blessed to cross paths with her, because there's nothing worse than changing and then being in a relationship that's a disaster, because that can kind of make you retreat and say, I don't want to do this again. But if you have a great situation like hers, then you're able to continue to stay open, because you know what that type of love feels like. So it looks like now these particular people that she's encountered, they are open to another relationship because of the relationship that they had with her, with Erykah. So the relationship they had with her was a good experience. So now they're like, okay, so let's try this, let's be open that if this comes around again, we've had a good experience, so we're willing to, try this over again. So that's what we want, right? Or that's what they want. So from what I see, um, Erykah's able to, because of her ancestors, and because of the blessings that flow when she's in these powerful relationship power couples. And these couples are spiritually powerful. What happens is they're able to navigate a lot of these struggles that they normally would have encountered. And the reason that they're able to do that is because, like I said, they're in a relationship with her. She puts, they put a lot of energy in toward, in the relationship. The men do. They're able to operate in their masculinity, or the divine masculine, and that's what's important. And also, what comes out of that is the creativity. This helps Erykah be creative. The emotions that flow actually help her be creative. And so what happens is they're able to put this music out because this is a muse for her. These good relationships, these relationships that she's had, are a muse for her to be able to put out music. So if we're not seeing that kind of music, then we kind of have to ask, like, what is this guy doing right now? Because, like I said, when her emotions start to flow, and she has this you know loving relationship, she's able to be creative because of that. So that's important. um a lot of these men are able to unlearn um some of the things that they've learned from what we call masculinity that's toxic. They're able to unlearn that because they have decided to change, and they've encountered a relationship that's actually a blessing for them. So all in all, it's looking like Erykah is winning in terms of who has the best witch pussy. She might be the only witch out of this group. But let's do this last question. And you guys, if you have questions, you can ask me in the chat. We're going to go to this last question. Before I go to that again, like this video, like it because you love it, share and subscribe. I also have a mentorship. I have the Drill Masters Javo. I have the House of Cards where we teach divination, and of course the Voodoo Priest program, which gives you your pathway to initiation. I would love to have you all. If you are loving this reading, make sure that you send your love donations to $Alproc2, ALPROC2. Book with me, book your private tutoring sessions and your ancestral life path with me at www.blackspectrumnetwork.com/say. And again, let's finish off this last question because it's looking like Erykah Badu is the only witch. We have to find some other women with witch pussy just to even have a competition, because these women, they don't have the witch pussy like Erykah does. But we have to see. we need some more witches to evaluate for my next reading, because I don't know. I thought these women had it, but all the women, and you guys see it online all the time or out in social media or whatever, that women will say they got it good or whatever they call it, and then you turn and then you throw bones on it, you find out that maybe that's not actually true. So what do the ancestors have to say about Erykah Badu's sexual powers? She might be the only one out there on my flyer with that witch pussy. We thought the other girls had it, but they ain't got it like that. Okay. So the great thing about her is that spirit really does take care of the men that she's encountering, and they take care of and they go to battle for these men, and they have an opportunity to really be in their divine masculine, which is a blessing for them. They get an opportunity to master their environment and to master all the different facets of who they are as men. And so this is what is a blessing for these particular men. So if I look at what these bones are saying, like, this has been an opportunity to save our men, because it's important that they are able to be masculine, because this is a time where they are emasculated. This is a time where people have all these different categories, and they say this is a man and this is not a man. It's all different facets, different essences, or different expressions of the divine masculine. So in these particular relationships, they get the opportunity to learn all these different facets or these different things about themselves as men. That is wonderful, and that is so necessary. So again, her sexual power is, her witch pussy is magical. Men are able to have sex with her. She can have sex with them, and they can actually manifest, which is something that I did not expect to see. but you know, her vagina is just a place where manifestation happens. And so, you know, I didn't expect to see that, but that's what the bones are saying, is that having sex with her is just magical. um, and they're able to do manifestations. You know, if they're intentional when they do have sex with her, they will be able to manifest the things that that you know they set out to manifest based on their intentions. Also, she's just very valuable. Like having sex with her is is really important for these men, so they can overcome certain challenges that they're having. And so this also helps them as well, so she's quite healing in that way. Now listen, some of you guys are like, well damn, based on this reading I'm going to get me some incense. You know, and some of the women have lit these pink candles, right, on people like the baby. You know, folks have gotten their pink candles for men like Kanye. But again, I think you guys should consider mentorship so that we can really investigate this matter before we light up anything, because I'm telling you, you know, when we don't do our homework, we wind up, you know, lighting candles on somebody who was crazy anyway. And then
my fire, take me higher, I'll be your liar too. Cause when we're here, there's nothing better than the sky.